Are you somebody who's struggling to develop a good habit? I'm sure you've heard of this wonderful saying that your thoughts lead to your feelings lead to your actions, and your actions give you great results. The problem here is most of us get stuck with thoughts. When it comes to action, we fail to get back at it simply because we haven't created a habit. Now, what is a habit? For me, habit is simply repetition with improvement. That's a habit. So let me tell you what are the 6 ways you could develop amazing habits with reference to the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. 1. Small habits lead to big changes. For this, let me explain not a good habit but a bad habit. Now think about a friend who smokes. He always starts by saying, I want to try a cigarette for the first time simply to experience it. What happens next? There's a birthday party of a friend, and maybe that's the guy who introduced you to your first cigarette, and now you smoke your second cigarette. And party after party, it goes from 1 cigarette to a pack. So you know how small changes leads to big results. It could be in a bad way or even in a good way. Similarly, when you go to the gym, you got to start small. Don't go gym every single day for 2 hours for your first week. Instead, go 3 days to the gym, spend half an hour on each day. And just keep increasing by 5 minutes week on week, and I'm sure by the end of 6 months, you've gained a significant amount of change. And trust me, it truly works. 2. Make it easy to start. For me, my favorite example for this point is playing the game of cricket. Now imagine the first time you ever held a bat to play was also the first time you were playing a leather ball match. I can assure you that would be the last time you'd ever step into playing that cricket match. Simply because the sight of a leather ball is super scary and you don't know how to hold the bat, how to stay calm and position yourself to play the right shot. Now, how do great cricketers actually start? They start playing cricket with their friends near their house, and that's why it's called gully cricket. Every great cricketer was once a gully cricketer. A couple of other ways that you could make it easy to start your habit is to simply have a trigger. For example, let's say you want to read a book. Place the book right in front of your eyes and in the room that you spend most amount of time. This way, by spending a lot of your visual capacity on the book, you will be triggered to read it. The second part to this is to have a routine or put a time schedule for this one activity. And I'm sure your biological clock will automatically adapt. Let's say drinking coffee. Most of us have the habit of drinking coffee first thing in the morning. Why? Because it helps us, and that's the need of the hour, and the time in the morning is perfect for it. 3. Create an identity. A lot of times, most of us don't stick to habits because we don't know why we need it. Simple. Let's say I want you to read a book. The chances are you will not read it until and unless you actually want to. Maybe you have too much trouble in the outside world and you want to get lost in your own mind. Then you will pick up a fiction book. Or let's say you want to land a job or you want a promotion. Maybe you have to improve your skill set. Maybe you'll pick up a self-help book. So channelize your energies, your thoughts based on the person you'd like to become. And this way, you have enough motivation to pick up the habit very frequently and it will sustain within your mind and body. 4. Focus on progress and not perfection. You will see a lot of great athletes who go through life-changing injuries actually do this in their routine. What they do is take each step and celebrate their small wins. Let's say somebody had a surgery on their ankle. The first step of success is to just put their leg down and not put body weight on it. The second step would be to just simply stand, and the third step would be to actually walk, and possibly the fourth step would be to run. So if you go very small and celebrate every small win that comes around your way, then I can promise you that progress is not too far away from you. 5. Create systems. I learned this the hard way because I'm not a very systematic guy. I go based on my feelings. However, when I started my business more than textbook, I realized that having systems is the only way you can scale your business. And without these systems, I will simply be firefighting. Now in life, if you don't place these systems, what will happen is that you will be all over the place. You won't get your timing right. Your mindset will not be in the right place. If you don't get your mindset right, you will fail to be accountable. You will be all over the place. And most importantly, if you want action to translate to results, you won't have anything to measure it by because you're all over the place. So make sure you build systems because you will be able to track your progress. 6, be patient. This is something that most of us in today's generation don't have. All of us want success instantly. Just like our instant coffee, we think it could be done in a few minutes. Unfortunately, in the business world or in life or in career progress, this does not apply. I also feel being patient is extremely important with everything in life that compounds, be it wealth, health, or money. All of these things require patience. Let's say you start investing 10,000 rupees every single month for the next 6 months. Will you get any return? Absolutely not. However, if you do the same thing for 6 years, your return will be magnanimous. So understand that compounding simply functions on the value of patience. And if you're not a patient person, you will not have anything in your life compound to become great things. If you are sick and tired of reading books and you want me to summarize them just like how I did with Atomic Habits into very few concise points, let me know in the comment section below which book you want to know and I will make that video for you.